Even without Taylor Swift by his side, Travis Kelce lit up the American Century Championship golf tournament in Lake Tahoe like he owned the moment. The roaring fans weren't just there to watch a game of golf, they came to witness a superstar who's just as loved off the field as he is on it, and Travis, he didn't disappoint. With every swing, every smile, and every signature, he reminded everyone why he's the man of the people, humble, funny, and endlessly charming, even flying solo without America's pop princess in tow. Right from the start, Travis was swarmed by fans. People were shouting his name, holding up posters, and even wearing shirts that read, "Go Taylor's boyfriend," but instead of shying away from the spotlight, Travis leaned into it with pure joy. He stopped for selfies, signed jerseys, laughed with kids, and made time for every excited fan leaning over the barriers. This wasn't just about golf, it was about connection. And no matter how famous he's become, Travis still knows how to make every person feel seen. In the middle of all the attention, his brother Jason Kelce showed up with the same warm energy. The retired Philadelphia Eagles legend didn't just play golf, he gave fans a show. Jason flung his glove to a young boy with a huge grin, lobbed balls into the crowd like candy, and signed Taylor-themed merch with the biggest smile. It wasn't long before both brothers had the whole place lit up, giving fans memories they'll never forget. Together, they stayed long after the final hole, surrounded by people who didn't want the moment to end. And maybe that's what sets the Kelce brothers apart. It's not just their talent, or their championship rings, or their viral podcast moments, it's their authenticity. They're goofy and grounded, proud and playful. When Travis took a picture with a group of girls in Taylor's boyfriend tees, he didn't roll his eyes or brush it off. He grinned wide, posed proudly, and owned the title. Because being connected to Taylor Swift isn't something he hides from, it's something he celebrates. But what's more impressive is that even without her there, he still commands the crowd like a natural-born star. When the cameras rolled in for interviews, Travis kept it real. He talked about the Super Bowl like a man who knows the pressure, but also the privilege. He shared how every year it's about rebuilding, recharging, and refocusing. And you could see it in his eyes. This isn't a guy coasting on last season's win. He's hungry for more, both in football and in life. That passion is contagious, and fans felt it. At one point, Jason opened up emotionally, talking about their bond as brothers. You could hear the love in his voice, the way he talked about Travis not just as a teammate, but as his best friend. "You've always been a step ahead of me," he said. "You've been my flotation device." It wasn't rehearsed, it was raw, real, and full of heart. These two have grown up, battled it out on different teams, but never lost their connection. And in that moment, with crowds watching and cameras rolling, the Kelce brothers showed that fame hasn't changed what matters most: family. Travis also took a moment to talk about their father's love for music, reminiscing on singing old-time rock and roll with their dad since they were kids. That shared history, that joy of growing up together in a household filled with rhythm and sports, is what built the men there today. It was a glimpse behind the curtain, a reminder that before the fame and fans, they were just two brothers learning how to dream big. But it wasn't all emotion. There was plenty of laughter too, especially when Travis gave golf tips to fellow players. When someone asked about hitting at altitude, Travis joked, "Just don't feel bad if you hit somebody. They bought the ticket." The crowd erupted. That's the Kelce magic: honest, hilarious, and unfiltered. Whether it was chatting about the ball flying farther in the mountains or teasing about snap hooking shots, he kept the mood light and the audience grinning. Even on the course, where silence and focus are the norm, Travis brought a kind of noise that made the whole day feel like a festival, and fans loved every minute of it. Some even yelled, "You've got the best girlfriend in the world." Travis, with a knowing smirk, replied, "Yeah, you know it." The crowd laughed, and in that little moment, it was clear he's proud, he's present, and he's still just having fun with it all. The Kelce brothers could have easily come, played, and left, but they stayed. They stayed for the kids, reaching out with footballs and hats. They stayed for the Swifties cheering from the sidelines. They stayed for the chance to share a laugh, a memory, a smile, and that's what made it all unforgettable. Because this wasn't just about golf, it wasn't even about fame. It was about showing up fully, kindly, and joyfully. And Travis Kelce, even without Taylor Swift beside him, shut up like a star who knows the real game is about making people feel like they belong. From viral hugs to playful swings, from emotional brotherhood to hilarious golf advice, he reminded everyone that being a man of the people isn't about having all eyes on you. It's about looking back and smiling, and that's why Travis Kelce isn't just a football icon, he's a phenomenon. Taylor or no Taylor, stage or no stage, he commands a crowd with nothing but heart. And the world, they're watching, cheering, and following every step, not because he has to try, but because being Travis Kelce is more than enough. But even with all the fun and laughter, there is something deeper in the air respect. Fans weren't just cheering because Travis is famous. They were cheering because of how he makes people feel. He treats everyone with kindness. From kids to grandparents, from golf fans to Swifties, Travis made time for them all. That's rare, and people noticed. Even when the cameras were off, he stayed the same, smiling, joking, shaking hands. It wasn't a performance, it was real. Jason was the same way. At one point, he even helped a little kid hold a heavy football just to get a perfect photo. These moments may seem small, but to fans, they mean everything. Together, the Kelce brothers turned a golf tournament into a celebration of family, friendship, and fun. No drama, just genuine moments, and honestly, that's what makes this duo unforgettable. Later in the day, something beautiful happened. A group of teenage girls who had been waiting for hours finally got their chance to meet Travis. Instead of rushing, he stopped, looked each of them in the eyes, and made them laugh with a quick joke. They were shaking with excitement, and one even started crying happy tears. Travis gently gave her a side hug and said, "You're all good, you made it." That moment will stay with her forever. Meanwhile, Jason found himself in a playful competition, with a young fan trying to copy his golf swing. Jason laughed loudly, cheered the kid on, and then clapped when the swing actually looked decent. It was lighthearted and real, something that didn't feel staged for social media. This wasn't about being perfect, it was about being present, and that's the magic. Both brothers showed that you can be famous and still be down to earth. No big security wall, no fake smiles, just honest joy. Fans left the event feeling like they mattered. That's rare these days. And with or without Taylor Swift in the picture, Travis proved he's not just someone's boyfriend, he's someone people admire for who he truly is.